So, loved one, this is a new day in my life, more precisely a new morning, and today I just woke up in a pretty nicely hour, not really late, not really, early. Um, and I just spoke with my dad. I ate my lunch. I clean after my dog. That was a really hardly thing to just do. Um, and yeah, I think that's it. And that's what I just did for today. And yesterday was a really interesting day actually. I just worked about you know in the beginning of the day of yesterday I was really in a hardly position because I just wanted to work out my things, and a lot of things that goes very really badly and really hardly and really everything. um but in eventually after the time and after everything I just succeed to work about a lot of ideas in my business, in my project that I just try to build. And this is really nicely to just complete almost all the things that just was in my project, that I just was in a really space about and a really missing about in these few days, in this week and maybe slightly more. And for right now, I think this is a time to work with my other project until I will go for this vacation, for this holiday, for this everything. And yeah, that's it. That's it. Um, I can say that I didn't really find something yet for my little dog, and I have several you know options to just do things. Yesterday I just forgot. I didn't really forgot. I just fall for a sleep, and this has happened a lot of time. And I just learn myself and learn how to continue and where I need to stop and how I will stop in every time. But I just fall for a sleep instead of to do the video in the evening. And yeah, that's actually it. Um, but yesterday I just felt slightly of surprising, slightly of unknown, slightly of everything like that. Um, especially with the people that I just disconnect with and this everything with. um I just for right now start to understand what I actually did and how I will continue with that and everything like that. But after the slightly feelings of the missing, slightly feeling of everything like that, I just spoke and write about my feelings slightly of the time, and I just needed to know what the hell is going on with me. And I arrived to the position that for right now, maybe I just understand what I do, the big thing that I just disconnect with, the biggest connection that I just stop. But I know very well that I do the right thing, and this is the right thing. Point. Okay? This is the right thing, and that's the dot. That's it. And because of I'm so believing in my way, in the thing that I just do, in the thing that I just decided. After I just try the thing and read and understand myself more clearly, I just understand what I do and how I do and why I do in a really more specific way. And from there, the big feeling that just was disappear, and I just understand myself more clearly, just remind to myself what I do, and you know why I actually did what I did, and that's it. And I know very well that when that's it, I will not, you know, being in a disappointed position because I did this step, because I know very well that this is the right step. This is the step that I actually need to do. And I think that this is beautifully, because it's a really big connection, it's a really big communication and everything like that, and you just stop everything, put a block about it, put everything about it, because it's something that will hurt you for your life. It will actually make you sick. And because it's so big connection and big everything, just remind to myself, what do you do, and you just feel this hardy feeling that you feel after you stop this connection. And I think it's really really crazy. Okay, really crazy that I'm just felt what I felt, and this is a really you know it's something that normal to feel after you just get this shit, after you just get this disconnect with these people, with just so much of emotion and everything like that, and you just stop this emotion that was in so slightly of the time, because you just know very well and understand yourself very quickly that you do the right thing, that you actually do the most good thing that you actually can do. And I think that's what actually was yesterday. But in general, yesterday was a slightly of a of ordinary, but actually something was really big in this day and really spatially and really, and really, discovering this day of yesterday. I just was a really I don't know if disappointed but confused about the position that right now I'm growing with a dog. Okay, that I just will take it for years, and I just will be with this thing for years, and this is a lot of hardly thing, and it's a really stupidly things, and you actually can't communicate with that. You can't actually you know maybe develop him as the biggest that you actually can and everything like that. But eventually I just arrived to the answer, arrived to the position that I understand very well that this thing with my dog, and in generally this growth that I just do, it is never mind that if this dog just will be a really smart dog, or I will just feel this big thing with this dog all the time that it just with me. This is never mind, because eventually also with my future child it will be approximately the same. Okay, and I just understood slowly that all these things, take a dog, grow children, and everything like that, it's just a challenge for me. Okay, it is not something that actually will be a big in the future, and it is not something that actually should foil me so much. And this is never mind. This is never mind if this child actually in a 12 will be probably just play all the time in the computer and don't really put about nobody attention or something like that, and in a 17 or 18 or never mind, it will just will be busy about his life, and you just become one more person for this person. But eventually it's never mind, because this is not the good experience that you have with this person, with this child. This is not the thing that you actually just want that this child will do. This is not the dream of this child. This is not that. This is not the reason that you actually will take a child, that you actually will take a dog, that you actually will grow with all of that. This is not the reason. The reason to do all of that, and the reason to just invest about all of that, and the reason to just work about all of that, is the reason that it's a challenge in your life.